Hey friend, just wanted to let you know that the algorithm is really helping a lot. Yeah. Yeah, talk later.
Hey, welcome back to another Real Talk Reaction. This one right here is for 30 Rock, Season 2, Episode 6. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell as well. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It's only making the algorithm better. Thank you.
Alright, a couple comments from the last episode, starting with E, who says, interesting trivia for this episode is that it actually was during a time when NBC had a week where they were promoting environmental or clean living in all of their shows. I think they did the same thing a few years later, and that's where you get the community joke of, why are you calling it Envirodale when we're already called Greendale? Or something similar to that quote. And there is something in The Office, but I think it's in a later episode than what you've reacted to, so I'll save that one. But all the shows had a green message or green take on it, and so this is 30 Rock's contribution to that. Edit, The Office did too. The second you haven't seen yet, but the first one was The Survivor Man, where it showed Michael going into the woods, and Creed, better well get that birthday peach cobbler. I loved him being outside in that episode. This is one of my favorite episodes of the show. I'm actually happy we only see glimpses of Kenneth's party, as to do the whole scene might have ruined whatever the audience is imagining happened between those cuts. For instance, we saw Grizz back in Jack's office, but I don't think .com is there, so how did Liz make .com cry? However, for me, I like the quirky and kind of bizarre, so I adore David Schwimmer in this role. The fact is, just like how I hate Ryan Howard but love BJ Novak, I really dislike Schwimmer's most famous role, but I love him. Fortunately, Schwimmer has said this character often gets on his nerves, the character, of course, being Mailman from the Madagascar films. Just kidding on that one. I was a huge fan of Friends, especially Phoebe, Chandler, and Joey growing up. Just a note before the next episode, this episode came out in 2007, so the culture was a bit different then. Anyway, great reaction, and I always have fun watching the show with you. I'll tell all my friends to do the same. Aw, thanks, E.
Appreciate it.
It's only helping the algorithm.
That's right.
Alright, executive producer JoJo says, I'd forgotten how funny that whole arc about Kenneth's party was. That the kind of party there needs to be a meeting about the next day, epic. It occurs to me that as funny as it was that Grizz and .com just wanted Josh to think they were cool in 2007, sometimes life might imitate art in the world of late night sketch comedy, because I'd be willing to bet that if Kenan Thompson has an entourage, they are definitely angling to getting good with Pete Davidson. Just saying. I love it. That was a great that was a great comparison. As far as the guest stars, I guess it pays to an A-list at the time movie star in Baldwin and former head write of SNL involved in your show. Tons of fun once again. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Great comment. Alright, last comments from Corey, who says, Robert Carlock is an executive producer of 30 Rock, and he also produced and wrote for Friends as well. Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I assume that's how they got David Schwimmer. Robert Carlock and Tina Fey also wrote The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, which has been on the polls and I hope wins one day. It's been on there for a minute, so I'm sure at some point it will. 30 Rock episodes without a guest star are more surprising than ones with guest stars. Haha. So many more to come. That's cool. Great comments as always, guys. Let's jump into episode 6 right now.
Are you making waffles?
No, quite.
Somebody is, and the maple syrup smells delicious.
Hey, I just wanted to make sure you're practicing your rerun dance for the What's Happening sketch.
Thanks for that call last night. I get really nutburgers over this Homeland Security.
What the world needs now. She walked out.
Sir, I typed up that letter.
Hey,
What do you mean? Everybody rocking this?
nothing. I just, it can wait.
Lemon, there's nothing you could say.
Why are you paying him?
No, he's like,
Harlem when I heard Wagner
pay
come
me
through
$400 and I'll eat the bar.
I'm working out of the Clinton offices for a few weeks. I'm helping Hillary retool her universal health care platform.
God, I want to kiss you on the mouth to stop you from saying such ridiculous things.
Such ridiculous things.
Obviously, we can never be seen together.
Obviously, I'm up for the chairmanship, but I don't want to risk that. They give you a helicopter, you know.
What about me? How can I look those little orange children in the eye?
Places we have been: Toronto, Munich, London, the Hoover Dam, the Cleve.
Oh boy.
We are in good shape for the roadblocks and detours.
Oh, you remembered my name.
America's government shocked my nuts.
No, I'm pretty sure they're not allowed to do that type of thing.
I say, Rahim, why you shake hands? I say, because I don't want sickness before Amazing Grace. I say, Rahim, why all the trips to the airport? I say, because I'm practicing for the Amazing Grace. And then zit, zit, 100 panties.
Do you have any idea who turned you in?
No, but I'm just so angry now. I have so much anger inside. I want to do something spectacular with it. Hey, I made waffles.
Thank God.
Yeah. All right, that was episode 6 of 30 Rock, and another good episode, man. Alec Baldwin just killing it out the park every time. Good cameo. Edie Falco coming through. Look like she's gonna be a love interest for a little while. Great dynamic with it. They both opposites. Your Democrat,
I loved
you
it
know,
so
him.
much.
That's gonna be good. Fred Armisen coming through again one more time. Love when he cameos anytime. He's always hilarious and smart. Wonderful misdirect that he was a terrorist, but obviously it's New York and that's time that they played into it real good. And your boy Kenneth getting his money back. I mean, it all worked for me on this episode here, so I'm having a lot of fun with this show, and they just keep coming up with different things that's very funny, and I hope it continues.
Yeah, my hands down favorite part was the Edie Falco and Jack Donaghy. I love that. I think they had great chemistry.
Right.
I loved how they played their roles so well, and the complete disgust and surprise when they realized who each other were. It just all worked for me. It was really funny. I love the prospect of her sticking around for a little bit.
Yeah.
She's super likable, so I'm curious to see how that plays out, but I loved it. That was my absolute favorite. I think anytime you see Fred, he's just phenomenal at everything that he does. I think it was a little awkward, obviously, but it makes sense from the time period where it was. Like, this is a big play. Everybody was doing things like this at that point.
Yeah.
So I'm glad it played out the way that it did, though. Although I thought for a second she was about to make another phone call, and I'm like, girl, quit!
Yeah.
I'm glad it didn't play out that way. And then I thought Kenneth was just great. It's like he has so much like pride as far as like not taking handouts. It was just almost inspiring, although it didn't have to go that far. You could have had them help you out a little bit, but I thought it was really cute. All in all, just a great episode, and can't wait for the next one.
All right, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for 30 Rock Season 2, Episode 6. And until next time, people, peace.